Welcome everybody to Grozz World of Sports Gaming. We are here with Tommy Vogel's Wrestling Finest and round 2 of the Grozz-1, which is my riff off of the G1 Climax in Japan. I did the first round last week, I think, and we are just going to do, so I'm not going to explain what it is. I will leave the link, or you can just look for it, and you can figure out, where, what I'm doing here. So first off, our first fight will be Baron von Raschke heel mode, and he will be fighting Tully Blanchard. This is from Jim Crockett Promotions. Okay. There they are. Let's see. If these two wrestled 10 times, I think Tully Blanchard wins 6 of them. It is that close. Okay, so this is hopefully going to be a good fight. Heel versus heel. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do maybe, because there's 25 fights in a round. And what I think I'll do is I'll do 7 per video. That way it doesn't get too long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll come down to here. This will be the first block, or the block we do tonight. And you will see me like put in the result, the time, and then I might make a note. Although I only made those notes for the previous video. So since I'm doing this on video live, I probably won't do that again. All right, so Baron von Raschke, Tully Blanchard. Let's go. Let's move this right here. Hope it stays there. That's too early for a submission, but Blanchard's got him in an arm breaker. Blanchard's going for the illegal pin. He's got the ropes after a shoulder block. No, not yet. 1 and 2. Von Raschke kicks out at 3. Blanchard punches to the face, face and head. He risks disqualification, and then he goes for the pin. 1, 2. Almost a 3. Baron von Raschke barely kicked out. Did he do a little too much partying last night? He looks pretty tired. Some punches. Baron von Raschke goes for the claw. Blanchard out. Smarts him. Blanchard goes for the figure 4. It's just for damage. It's too early. See the 0 here. Just going for damage. They fight outside the ring. Blanchard slams him into it unleashes a barrage of punches. Von Raschke has a large laceration on the left side of his nose. Okay. Punches, biting. Love it. Outside the ring. Von Raschke runs Blanchard into the ring barrier and quickly climbs back into the ring. Tully Blanchard is counted out. Look out. Sorry. Okay, so Von Raschke DQ 12:07. So Von Raschke with the DQ victory. That means Blanchard loses points. Uh-oh. All right, up next we have what could be a destruction, or it could be a good fight. Who knows? It's Bruiser Brody and Matt Bourne. Matt Bourne. Okay. This is going to say all Brody, I think. I cannot say this any simpler. Bruiser Brody will win this match. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. But we'll see. Maybe Brody goes nuts and Bourne wins by a DQ or a count out or some stupid. Oh, I put DQ in there, didn't I? That was a count out. So maybe he doesn't lose the points. All right. Bruiser Brody, Matt Bourne. Brody with a flying body press goes for the pinfall early. 1, 2. Nope. Bourne kicks out. Bourne puts his feet on the middle turnbuckle after a bombs away. He's got a pinfall attempt. 1. Ropes. Brody gets in the ropes. Brody with an illegal pin. Bourne's foot's on the ropes. Brody with a suplex going for the pinfall. Not even a 1 count. Interesting. Bourne's tougher than people give him credit for. I mean, for people that only know Matt Bourne as Doink the Clown and, you know, the things in his later career, he was tough. He was tough. He was in one of these G1s, I think. Brody with a flying forearm goes for the pin. 1. Intercept. No, not even a 2 count. I mean, I'm not saying he's as tough as Bruiser Brody, but he's tougher than people give him credit for. Let's just put it that way. I like Matt Bourne. Brody, some cheap shot punches. He's going after a illegal turnbuckle. He's going for the pin count. 1, or pinfall. 1, 2. Nope. Bourne kicks out at 3. He's definitely getting pummeled. Brody with an illegal pin attempt. He's pulling the trunks after a backbreaker. 1, 2. Bourne manages to kick out. See, there we go. They go outside the ring. Brody is the attack is beyond brutal. Help finally arrives. Matt Bourne is stretchered out and has suffered a potential injury. He's out. A facial injury. He's out of action for 3 days. Brody is DQ'd. So Matt Bourne wins by a DQ in 14:45. So just like that was a 1-star match. Excuse me. So by the time we play round 3, Matt Bourne will be fine. Okay, up next we have Buddy Rose, one of the Nature Boys, versus Scott Hall. Scott Hall from AWA. Okay, this says some people think this match can go either way, but I think Buddy Rose has a very good chance to win this match. All right. There we go. Buddy Rose and Scott Hall from the AWA. Scott Hall with a ring-shaking body slam going for the pinfall. 1, 2. No, Buddy Rose kicks out at 3. Hall's going for an illegal pin attempt. Rose's foot's on the ropes after a Russian leg sweep. 1. No, it's too early for that. 2. Oh, Rose almost got pinned. I think he lost track of time there. Too early for a submission, but it's an Indian deathlock for punishment. Scott Hall's off to a hot start. Buddy Rose with a move. Illegal pin attempt. He uses the ropes after a Robinson inside backbreaker. This could be the end of the fight. 1, 2. No, Hall manages to kick out. That was a high number for this early. Scott Hall with a chop to the throat, going for the pin. Rose kicks out before even the 1 count. Hall with the hanging backbreaker, going for the pin. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count. Hall's really flirting with a victory here. Oh, come on with these countouts and DQs. Rose and Hall are outside. Rose hits Scott Hall with a ringside chair. Knocks him senseless. Rose gets back in. Scott Hall loses by countout. That's 3 matches in a row that were won out or lost outside the ring. Can we have a pinfall or a submission here? 1 star for that one. I'm frustrated with that. 3 in a row. That was garbage. Okay, we have Chavo Guerrero Sr. I think he might be in here. Yeah, there he is. And he is going to wrestle Ted DiBiase. Interesting picture for Ted DiBiase face. I mean, that's the $1 Million Man, but we'll take it. All right. Raquel Welch or Sophia Loren. It's like picking who is the best looking woman. Same for this match. Tough call. That's interesting. All right. Can we get a clean finish? I mean, this has been kind of an ECW affair here. Not really into it. I want some, Ted DiBiase with a flying dropkick. His feet are on the ropes. He's going for the pinfall. Not even a 1 count. Chavo with a leg drop. Going for the pinfall. He gets a 2 count. DiBiase with punches to the face and head. The referee reaches the 5 count but lets it go. DiBiase going for the pin. No. 1 count. DiBiase shoves Guerrero into the face first into the ring post. And then hits a side roll, which is another form of the most devastating move in all of professional wrestling, because this isn't sports entertainment. Although with the countouts and DQs, maybe it is. 1 count. DiBiase's putting on the moves. Chavo gets a little bit of offense in there. DiBiase with a punishment only figure 4. DiBiase with a rolling reverse. Not even a 1 count. DiBiase with a brutal backbreaker going for the pin. Not even a 1 count. Guerrero's tough. Yep, DiBiase's going for... He uses the ropes after a forearm. The referee sees it, though. I mean, I know I could use the strategy cards to cancel out the DQ, but... I mean, I kind of try to save those for a little bit later in the match. This has been really early for these results. Wrestling who is not wrestling in the territory comes out of the crowd and attacks Ted DiBiase. DiBiase is bloody. Oh my. Let's see. We will say that is... who hates Ted DiBiase? We'll go with... no, because they're in the same... No. Let's see. Where's DiBiase? Are they both? Is he in the UWF? Okay, we need somebody else. We'll say in this thing, we'll give that attack to Hercules Hernandez. How does that sound, everybody? Hercules Hernandez. Because, he's like, well, man, DiBiase's a threat in this tournament. Let's take him out. Makes sense. DiBiase throws Chavo into a ringside table. DiBiase, after Chavo's feet are on the ropes, after a drop kick, going for the pin. 1, 2. No, Guerrero kicks out. We're going to use a thing there. I don't want this to end right now. Guerrero with a double chop to the side of the head. He's going for a pin attempt. I think this is his first pin attempt. Might be second. 1, 2. No. I used the wrong DiBiase here. He has no records. Well, Interesting. I wonder what I should do. Should I restart the match? I think I'm going to. Everything has to be fair, right? I have to use the same people. Wasn't that one? Was it this one? View the card. Okay, well, I think it's going to be that one. I think it's that one. We'll just use this one. Nope, it's not that one. I will get this. I'm sorry. Chavo. It's going to be this DiBiase then. There it is. All right. Well. All right. Who would I bet on? Forget that. My money's staying in my wallet. Sorry about that, everybody. I got to have the right guy that I used in the first time. And it shows the recent match results. So, all right. Too early for submission. Well, he's used the bear hug. Chavo with the moonsault body block going for the pin attempt. 1, 2, no. DiBiase, Chavo's foot is on the rope. DiBiase after a power slam. 1, 2, no interception. And, interference. Chavo kicks out at 3. DiBiase after a body slam, going for the pin. 1, 2, no. Chavo kicks out at 3. DiBiase hits a pile driver, doesn't go for the pin for some reason. Chavo uses the abdominal stretch for some damage. And then a bear hug. DiBiase with a quick body slam, going for the pinfall. 1, 2, almost a 3 count. Okay. DiBiase with a hanging vertical suplex, going for the pin. Not even a 1 count this time. DiBiase uses a sleeper hold. Guerrero with an illegal pin. He pulls the trunks. The referee sees it. All right. Chavo with the surfboard. The 0 here says it's still too early for a submission. Excuse me. Chavo with a clothesline and a pin attempt. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count. DiBiase just barely kicks out. Okay, here we go. This is looking good here. Chavo with the flying shoulder block, going for the pin, and DiBiase's in the ropes. DiBiase with the figure 4 for damage. We're going to use the strategy card. DiBiase with the figure 4 for damage again. He's getting closer, though. Okay. DiBiase throws Chavo in face first into the ring post. His upper lip is broken open and starts to flow. So he is bloody. DiBiase is doing his thing. And it's almost at 30 minutes. DiBiase, interesting. Quick little... He hits powder into Chavo's eyes and pins him. DiBiase with the pinfall victory after powder. That is pretty cool. After 29 minutes and 50 seconds. And that's a 3.5-star match according to the game. I buy that. Wow. So DiBiase, I finally got the right DiBiase. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, Chris Adams. I don't remember which one I used. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I need to put it on here. And then Mark Youngblood. Wrong. Chris Adams. It must be the heel Adams. And that's fine. Mark Youngblood. There. Okay, so we have Chris Adams and Mark Youngblood. I'm sure some folks are saying this is a toss-up, but I think Chris Adams has a big advantage in this one and will win. All right, we'll see. He is a heel, and at least we got a clean victory for somebody. Adams with an illegal pin attempt. He uses the ropes after a forearm to the nose. He's going for the pin. 1. No. 2. Youngblood almost gets pinned. The faces don't call for interference. Youngblood with a side roll, which is another form of the most devastating move in all of professional wrestling, going for the pin attempt. 1. Count. Doesn't Chris Adams look like Paul Orndorff there a little bit? Anybody see that? All right. Adams just kind of... Oh, Youngblood's back into it. He hits a high vertical suplex. Goes for the pin attempt. 1. Count. Abdominal stretch. Figure 4. Youngblood's putting out some damage. Some punches. Just damage. Nothing really big happening. There's a Boston Crab for some damage. Chops. DQ check. Youngblood with the rolling reverse. 1. Count. Youngblood with an inside cradle. He's trying to get that surprise roll-up thing going. 1. 2. Oh, Adams kicks out easily. Adams, after a reverse chop to the chest, has his foot on the ropes. He's going for the pin. 1. Ropes. Interesting. I like how the referee doesn't see the foot in the ropes, but he sees Youngblood getting the ropes. It's funny how that works out. Adams with a cheap shot by punching and kicking him. The referee's trying to make the order. Adams with a pinfall. 1. 2. Almost a 3 count. Adams is smashing Youngblood's arm into the ring post. He hits a spinning toe hold for damage. Youngblood comes out of nowhere with a flying knee drop. He's going for the pin. 1. 2. Oh, Adams kicks out. Youngblood has his... Adams' foot is on the ropes. Youngblood's going for a pin after an arm drag takedown. Interesting. 1. 2. That would have been funny if he beat him after an arm drag. I mean, Youngblood with a flying shoulder block. 1. Nope. 1 count. Youngblood, big punch. Adams is staggered. Youngblood's going for the pin. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Chris Adams' foot's on the ropes. The referee sees it. Youngblood blocks the super kick. Adams with a suplex. Goes for the pin. 1. 2. No, Youngblood kicks out. This is now our longest match of the evening. Youngblood has a small cut below his eye. It's seeping, but not too bad. But he's starting to lose control. They're just battering each other. Youngblood hits Adams with a chair that doesn't get seen, apparently, and busts open Adams above his right eye. They are both bleeding now. Youngblood with a high suplex, going for the pin. 1. 2. Youngblood kicks out. Abdominal stretch for damage. Ugh. They collide, tumble through the ropes, hit the floor hard. Neither wrestler are able to get back in the ring. Double count out. Whee! On a match that was really great, too. 40 minutes and 38 seconds on a 3.5-star match, which I wish had a winner. Okay, 2 more matches here. Curt Hennig. I guess we'll see which one it was. And Boris Zukov. It's this one. I got the right one. There we go. So Curt Hennig and Boris Zukov. Heavy favorite is Curt Hennig. This has to be one of the stupidest questions ever. Hennig will win this match, and that, my friend, is a fact. Okay, we'll see, won't we? This is AWA Curt Hennig, where he was fighting for the world title there. Hennig with a rolling reverse. 1, 2. Zukov kicks out at 3. Zukov, after some chokes, he's going for the pin. Doesn't even get a 1 count. He uses the abdominal stretch for damage. Hennig hits the axe elbow, going for the pin. 1. Not yet. 2. Nope. Zukov kicks out at 3. Excuse me. The referee got knocked down, but for some reason does not call for the double DQ, thankfully. Hennig with the rolling reverse, going for the pin. 1, 2. No, it's a Zukov kicks out. Hennig hits that axe elbow again, but doesn't go for the pin this time. Zukov, basically a choke slam, going for the pinfall, not even a 1 count. Hennig's not taking any chances when he's on the mat. He hits the axe elbow again. Nah. 1, 2. Zukov kicks out. Hennig with a snap suplex, going for the pin. 1. Count. Zukov with... interesting. He ties Hennig's arms up in the ropes, pounds away on him, and then goes for the pin with his feet on the ropes. Okay. 1, 2. No! Hennig kicks out. Zukov with the reverse clothesline. 1, 2. Hennig gets in the ropes. And then hits his own flying double axe handle, going for the pin. 1, 2. Nope. Zukov kicks out. Zukov has lasted a long time in this match against a far superior wrestler. Hennig with a drop kick, going for the pin. 1, 2. Zukov in the ropes. Hennig with the small package. Not according to Royal Rumbles. 1, 2. 2 count. Hennig with a full Nelson for damage. Zukov is just being out-wrestled. Wait, he's making a comeback. The reverse clothesline again. 1, 2. Hennig kicks out at 3. Hennig hits a beautiful drop kick, and of course he did have that. Zukov is on the mat. Pin attempt. 1, 2. Zukov kicks out. Slams Hennig face first into the ring post. We're flirting with disaster here. Zukov with his, or I'm sorry, Hennig with a suplex, going for the pin. 1, 2. And Zukov is pinned clean at 35 minutes and 23 seconds. That was, in my opinion, a really good match. And they gave that a 3.5 star. So the last 3 matches have been 3.5 stars. We haven't had a 4-star match yet. We have one more for this video. We have Doug Summers. I went right to him. How crazy is that? And Nick Bockwinkel. I wonder if this is the one I had. Nope. All right, that sucks. I went right to Doug Summers. Kind of did it again, almost. Okay, and then Bockwinkel. Is it this one? Yep. All right, let's go. Can't even believe there's a question on this. Who will win this match? Nick Bockwinkel in a landslide. And I think so. Doug Summers is basically just here. Let's see what happens. Bockwinkel with a high knee to the chest, going for the pin already. 1, 2. No, Summers kicks out. Bockwinkel has the pile driver countered. Summers checking. He hits a running knee. He's going for the pin. 1. No. Bockwinkel kicks out. Doug Summers suffers an unknown injury during the match. The injury causes a loss of effectiveness throughout the remainder, and he reduces his stamina by 50. That's not good against who he's in there against. Bockwinkel uses the sleeper to cut off oxygen and do damage. Summers is fighting back somewhat. Bockwinkel going for the pin in a roll-up. 1, 2. Summers in the ropes. Bockwinkel going for the illegal pin. He uses the ropes after a body slam. 1, 2. Summers kicks out. Pretty boy Doug Summers, by the way, who's actually holding his own, kind of. I mean, he's getting battered, but at least he's still in it at 16, almost 17 minutes. Now it's over 17. Uh-oh. Summers gets Bockwinkel out on the floor and starts bashing him on the floor, and now Bockwinkel is bleeding from his lip. Bockwinkel outwits the knee drop. Summers hits a vertical suplex, going for the pin, not even a 1 count. Bockwinkel's like, no. Oh, Bockwinkel unintentionally throws Doug Summers over the top rope. The referee believes it's intentional and disqualifies the favorite. Summers wins by DQ. See, that I believe, I'm fine with. And that was a 2.5-star match, even though it ended in a DQ. So there you go. That's our 7 matches for this video, for tonight. And I will see you next time with something else. I've been Grozz. Sorry for the frustration. It's just, you know, I mean, in 7 matches we had 2 pinfalls. So, yeah. I will see you all later. This has been Tommy Vogel's Wrestling's Finest, and I hope you enjoyed this this round robin tournament.